Winter bloom, a chilling tale of seasonal duality. The July sun hung low in the southern sky, a pale ghost of its northern self. Mariana stared through the frosted window of her family's vacation rental, watching gray clouds gather over the deserted beach. Back home, in Snapalo, her classmates celebrated winter break, huddled in warmth. Here, in this remote coastal town, the cold seemed to seep from the walls themselves. Her parents had insisted this getaway would be refreshing, different, special. What they hadn't mentioned was the emptiness, shuttered shops, the abandoned board, the hollow echo of waves against a shore no one visited. Its weathered exterior bore the scars of countless storms, while inside faded photographs lined the walls. Images of summer crowds, beach umbrellas, and children building sandcastles under a brilliant sun. A different season, a different hemisphere, perhaps curiosity about the window, or simply the need to escape the suffocating confines of the house. Bundled in layers, she made her way down the weathered wooden steps to the shore. The rental house stood alone at the end of a windswept peninsula. No footprints marred its surface, save her own pits. The fog parted occasionally, revealing glimpses of the steel-gray ocean stretching endlessly before her. Each wave seemed to reach farther up the beach than the last, as if the sea itself was searching for something, or someone. Blues and greens and yellows that belong to tropical waters, to northern summer. Bays shifted and swirled beneath the surface, forming patterns that almost resembled human figures in dark. Poolside selfies, beach parties, sun-drenched festivals. July meant something entirely different. Their warmth, freedom, life. Here, it meant isolation. Mariana took another step forward, her shoes now touching the water's edge. In the background of one faded summer image, barely visible among the crowd of beach, stood a familiar figure with a peaceful smile, out of place, out of time, but finally where she belonged. They brushed against her legs with the gentleness of a forgotten memory, then tightened with the certainty of possession. The colorful shapes seemed to notice her, their movements becoming more deliberate, more inviting. They radiated warmth, promise of endless summer. The tide had come in since then, erasing any evidence of where those footprints might have led. The boundary between hemispheres, between seasons, seemed to dissolve. In that moment, Mariana understood what the locals truly meant by the window. Not just clarity, but a passage, a doorway between worlds. Through the crystalline surface, she could make out shapes on the ocean floor that should have remained hidden. Remnants of shipwrecks, unusual formations of rock and coral. And something else. Flipping through it, Mariana discovered a curious note about seasonal tide. During July, the waters reached their coldest temperatures, but also their greatest clarity. The locals called it the window, a time when the sea revealed what it normally kept hidden. Mariana's phone buzzed with notifications from friends in Europe and North America. The caretaker had left a folder of local information on the kitchen counter. Her parents had gone into town for supplies, leaving Mariana alone with the creaking house and its watchful photographs. Smiling faces in those summer snapshots now seemed fixed in silent screams, almost like singing. Mariana wrapped herself tighter in blankets, but the chill persisted, settling deep in her bones. Puff on her phone, she scrolled through more images of northern summer revelry, each one making her feel further removed from the world she knew. That night, sleep eluded her. The wind's mournful howl through the eaves sounded almost like voices. Morning brought no relief. A thick fog had rolled in, obscuring the boundary between land and sea. Something drew her to the beach. The sand felt unnaturally firm beneath her feet, packed tight by weeks of rain and cold. Mariana approached the water's edge. Pure. The caretaker's notes hadn't exaggerated. The sea was impossibly clear, despite its turbulence. Colors, vibrant, pulsing colors that had no place in this monochrome winter landscape. The cold no longer bothered her. One more step. The water reached her ankles, shockingly cold yet somehow welcoming. The colors reached up toward her, tendrils of summer, extending through the winter sea. Parents returned to an empty house hours later. On the beach, they found only a single set of footprints leading to the water's edge. Back that night, as they huddled together in the cold house, they noticed something different about the photographs on the wall.